Hi there, it's Catching from 3Ps. Thank you for joining me. What are you going to find out on this video? You're going to get some book recommendations if you're interested in nutrition. So if you are interested in bodybuilding, interested in building muscle, as a woman interested in looking leaner and more taut, what are the books that you could read that could really help you with your nutrition? Now I've, obviously this is my business as a personal trainer, so I've read quite widely in the area, and I've got some of my personal favourites which I'm going to go through now. You can also find my book list if you go onto our website, which is www.3pspublishing.com. Go onto that website, click books on the homepage, and it will give you this list. You can also click, there's a window for products and special offers. If you go on there again, you'll see my recommendations. I've got some other recommendations on there for things like exercise, equipment, and also pre and post workout nutrition. So have a good look around the website, some good stuff on there. But today I'm going to talk about nutrition books. I'm just going to step back a bit so I don't crowd you while I just go through the books, and we'll talk about what I think are good about them. Okay, so in terms of the books that I recommend, if we're talking about a basic bodybuilder's nutrition book, then I really think that the best one you can start with is the Bodybuilder's Nutrition book by Franco Columbu. Franco Columbu was and is Arnold Schwarzenegger's training partner. When Arnold Schwarzenegger moved from moved to California from Munich, his training partner in Munich had been a Sardinian called Franco Columbu. And when he moved to California, he was very lonely, and he persuaded his sponsors to bring Franco Columbu over. Now, Franco Columbu wasn't just Arnold Schwarzenegger's training partner; he became Mr. Universe himself. He was a very different build from Arnold Schwarzenegger because he wasn't, very tall. He was much shorter. I think actually that Franco Columbu was as beautiful in his peak as Arnold Schwarzenegger, but in a very different way, in a much more, less manicured, more rugged way. Anyway, have a look, if you're interested, go and have a look on Google and pull up some pictures of him, because I think he's a really interesting physically to look at in terms of how he looks, how shredded he looks. Anyway, as he was finishing his bodybuilding career, he re-qualified as a nutritionist, and he became an expert, and he wrote a book. Now, I would always start with a book by a champion, because I think they've obviously got something right, so he's worth listening to. And I also think the book is good because it's really sensible, because he doesn't suggest loads of supplements, loads of shakes, loads of bars. He's got an opposite approach, which is natural, which I think is fantastic. And I'm not dissing bars and shakes, and I do use some myself, particularly if I'm short of time. But if I've got the time, my natural inclination would be to eat real food, and that's his natural inclination as well. So, for example, he says, if you need a energy boost before a workout, then eat some fruit on the way to the gym. So he would always take, for example, grapes with him and eat them on the way to the gym, and I think that's very sensible. So have a look at his book. You'll find all of his books on Amazon if you want to have a look. So that his book is called The Bodybuilder's Nutrition Book by Franco Columbu. The next one I'm going to suggest, only because it's one of ours, because we published it. We've done a series which is called Weight Loss Clinic Secrets and Recipes, and that's written by someone called Maya Lloyd. Excuse me. And Maya Lloyd is a nutritionist who specialises in weight loss. That's all she does. And we approached her because she's got 5 clinics in London that are very successful. We approached her to say, look, would you write your advice down for us? And so we worked with her to create a series of books, and these are her advice around your meals. So there's a breakfast book, there's a brown bag lunch book, a soups and salads book, a dinner book, a TV dinner book, a snack book, and a sweet treat dessert book. That last book is actually free. If you go onto our website, you can download it. So if you go on to www.3pspublishing.com/eating clean but keep it lean sweet treat, I'll put the link below so you can just copy it. You can download that free. The others are all available on Amazon. Again, I'll put the links below. What we were looking for when we put these books together with her was her advice as to how to lose weight, because a lot of people eat well and eat clean, but they're not dropping weight. And her job, all she does is help people lose weight. So the books go through her approach to how you balance your diet. She is not overly enamoured of supplements and juices and shakes. She again believes in real food. So again, another reason why we really liked her advice. The books have done quite well on Amazon. Check them out. They're like between I think 99p and $2.99. They're not expensive. So check out a couple of those, and those are a good start if you can lean. The next one I wanted to mention is called Supercut, and it's Nutrition for Ultimate Physique by Joyce Vedral. So it's called Supercut. Nutrition for the Ultimate Physique by Joyce Vedral. Now, the reason I like that book, first, because it's written by a woman. So if you are a woman who's looking to build muscle but be lean, she's a really good role model. And also I like it because she gives good technical advice about, particularly around what diets to use when, and things like balancing your carbohydrate and protein. So it's a good basic guide to how to shred up. Okay, the next one is called Natural Bodybuilding Cookbook by Tony Salvitti. You can see where I'm going here, which is I prefer books that are about real food. I'm not a massive fan of loads of chemicals. I'm a natural bodybuilder. I've never taken steroids. I don't believe in them for the long term. I think they're not sustainable for your health. I've talked about that elsewhere, but the point with this book is it's a natural bodybuilding cookbook by Tony Salvitti, so he actually gives you recipes. So it's a good companion to the other books I mentioned, which are all about the general structure of your diet. This one's actually a cookbook, and it's written by a guy, so you can imagine the recipes aren't too complicated. And then the last one I wanted to mention is called Nutrient Timing, and it's by John Ivey and Robert Portman. It's called Nutrient Timing, and it's by John Ivey and Robert Portman. And the reason I really like this book is because it takes your nutrition to the next level, because it talks about how you time your nutrition if you're training. So it talks about when you eat fast carbs, so that's refined carbs, and when you eat slow carbs, unrefined carbs. And I'm naturally technical anyway. I like weights because they're technical, and I like nutrition books that are technical. But what it does is it explains, it's not just about how much you eat each day or even what the balance of your protein and carbohydrate is. It's also about when you eat different types of foods during the day. Now, if we go back to Maya Lloyd and the books that we've got there, which are called Weight Loss Clinic Secrets and Recipes, what Maya Lloyd says is have carbohydrate. If you're trying to lose weight, have carbohydrate once a day and have it breakfast or lunch, but don't have it at dinner. So that's a basic guide to timing. Now, this book by Robert Portman goes further, and I just think it's a really good read for helping you to up your level of sophistication around diet. So those are my 5 recommendations for nutrition books. If you're interested in leaning up, if you're a bodybuilder or you're just keen on exercise and want to look as lean as possible, read those 4. Reading is that is the only way you're going to build your knowledge. You need to get control of your diet if you want to feel and look your best. So have a look at those books. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon. Bye.